Hey everyone, Sheldon here, and in this video I'm just going to be showing you a little demonstration of this paper die cutter I made. So basically it cuts threads into solid rods. And it's made with several sheets of paper. Basically I just drew out a template and then just stacked it up accordingly with grooves where these holes were so I could eventually just drill them out. And ironically I actually tapped those with a tap so they have threads in there so these machine bolts can actually fit in there. So you can kind of see how it's constructed. I actually added a layer over here, and if that weren't there then you would see the layers stacked up like this. So basically I just had it all stacked up and it was kind of square shaped, and then I just rounded it off and then added layers to make it look more round and smooth. And I actually need to go around here with some more sandpaper and get it more smooth. It's pretty smooth as it is, but there are a few areas here that could be smoothed out more. Then I can add some paint and make it look cool or custom. And I actually glued a disc of paper right here, and that prevents this from falling through, and it just helps keep it secure in there with all of these bolts. And if I actually take these machine bolts out like this, you can see the end is actually rounded off a little bit, and the end actually fits into little divots that are on here. And they're all the same. You just push this out like this. And those are the divots I was talking about. So this just fits in there like that, and then this can't rotate. And you can see the internal layers there, they're stacked up, and that's basically how I built the whole thing. And these holes are lined up, like you could put a pencil through there and it would line up to this one. This is the polar opposite side of this one, and same thing with this to here. So I only have 3 machine bolts because this doesn't really do the same thing. One of these is offset just a little bit. So I did build this specifically so the text on the top of here is facing up when this is in here. So this just fits in here like this, and it fits pretty nicely. I had to go in there with sandpaper a lot to get it to just kind of slide in, so I wasn't having to push really hard to get it in or out. Okay, so there isn't much to say about this, but I am just going to do a little test and show you how it works on an aluminum piece of rod. And these don't actually need to be super tight, but just snug, and you don't need to use like a tool to make them tight, just tighten them with your fingers. Here's the piece of aluminum rod that I'm going to be using, so I'm just going to put it into the vise I have. Okay, now I'm just going to get this started on here and try to keep it level. Just start twisting it. Okay, so you can see the threads here, and now I'm just going to use a file and just get rid of some of this burr. Okay, so as you can see, I have this 1/2 inch nut here, and this just fits on here just like this. So it stops where the threads stop and it fits nice and secure, and you can just take it off just like that. Okay, so here's what it looks like when it's not in the vise, and I could go over it with some sandpaper or some Scotch-Brite to shine it up and make it more smooth, but it looks pretty good. The principle is there, so I can fit this on here pretty nicely, and yeah, so it works pretty well. It does what it's supposed to do. So basically, I made this just to see if it would work and to test out some capabilities of paper, because you can have metal ones like this and you can make them a lot thinner than this. This is paper, so I had to bulk it up so it'd be stronger. This doesn't have any metal reinforcements in it. It really is just all paper. So I do actually have a metal one of these, but it's just the diameter of this internal hole here is just too small, so I can't get threads that are this big. So rather than just buying one that's bigger with an entire set, I decided I'd try something creative and just make one. Okay, so that's it for this video. I'm probably going to make another video where I paint this and show you how it looks afterwards. I imagine it's going to look pretty cool. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section below or in a personal message, and be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see all the latest updates, and I'll see you guys in the next video.